Hello and welcome to the Fools on Stools podcast. My name is Kevin Walker, and as always, I'm joined by my co-stars Anthony Council and Cullen Brown. Today is Friday, April 22nd, 2022. We hope you're having a wonderful day today. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of your day. If you have a great time and don't mind, please do post us, share us, or tell others about us. If you don't like what you hear, then simply tell no one. A big thanks to Amanda Malini for coming onto the show to speak about her baseball and softball knowledge today. Amanda, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. That was kind of crazy. I was really impressed by that. I'm not going to lie.
Well, I appreciate it. I literally have everything scripted, and I've said it, what's this, 26 times now?
26 times.
It's definitely been more than 26 takes.
26.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
26 times
But,
2,
yeah.
and then times the 53 mistakes that I make per day. So, I mean...
He's
but
had
I
a
do-
lot of practice.
Yeah.
And probably the times he says it in his sleep
Oh,
or the dreams he says it.
I mean,
Performing in the shower.
I hear songs and I hear beat drops, and I'm like, okay, now
Like-
this is my moment.
Well,
to
like when
shine.
you listen to our podcast back, do you like hear yourself like making that intro?
I'm not gonna lie. When I listen to it, I go
That's
like
funny.
I like basically do the lyrics of it, but I just don't
Oh.
say it out loud.
Hmm.
So
Gotcha.
like if I hear our music, like sometimes I listen to like YouTube videos, and sometimes they'll like use some of our music, and I hear it, and I'm like, this is the moment that I'm supposed to be saying this exact line or whatever, and I'm just like, I'm in a rotation now. So like eventually, like I'll go on my deathbed saying our intro or our outro or something like that.
The power move is when you're on your deathbed, you say your outro, and then that's like the end of that.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to.
I like that.
Gonna have to keep that in mind.
So like on your deathbed, are you gonna have a stool? Or?
I'm gonna say grab a stool, be a fool.
Oh. No chairs though. It's got to be stools straight in that office.
Yeah, it has to be a stool.
Like you can't even be on a hospital bed. It's just got to be a string of stools that you're just
Laying
Laying
on.
laying on. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm.
You have to be committed to the cause.
True.
Gotta be all in.
Well, to get back more on topic, today is Earth Day, so quick shout out to the Earth for always looking beautiful, especially over here in Texas, in the deep part of Texas. I don't know about y'all, but I think Texas is probably the most beautiful place.
But have you been to Alaska?
Yeah, no, I have not.
Ooh.
Okay, then I raise you Alaska. You need to get there one day.
Yeah, I'll work on that.
I'm about to say Hawaii's got a solid steak there.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Texas is
I
the
lo-
most beautiful place I have been.
And Jamaica.
Have you been outside of the state of Texas?
Jamaica's
I
pretty
have.
nice.
You have?
I have. I've been to not a lot of places though.
Have you
I've-
been outside of the continental United States?
No, I have not. I really don't have a place to speak.
Have you been outside of the country?
No.
We gotta get you out,
Interesting.
man.
We gotta get you to
Like,
explore
literally-
the
You
right.
gotta
Yeah.
see the Earth.
You got to see the Earth.
Yeah,
Thank you.
see the Earth.
See the
Amanda.
Earth.
Look, I see bluebonnets, and I've seen enough. Okay, there you go.
Right, that makes sense.
That is
But
Gotta love it.
seriously, today's National Day. Y'all might have a little fun with this. I don't know what y'all's background is on this one, but today is National Minecraft Day.
Minecraft Day? Oh my
Minecraft
gosh.
Day.
My 8th grade self just popped up.
Oh
That's
yeah, no,
wild.
I just got give me your Minecraft tag vibes in middle school.
Exactly.
Cullen, what were you like?
back in 8th grade. Well, we didn't have computers back then, but
Fossil.
When did Minecraft come out?
So you want to hear something crazy? I had never played, like I never was on the Minecraft thing. I just didn't understand it. I played Minecraft for the first time this year.
Seriously?
Really?
This year? Like this
I don't-
calendar year.
I don't see myself playing
Yeah.
it much anymore. They've just done so much with it, and I have literally no time. I say
Bro,
that,
facts.
but I literally just bought Lego.
I think it was
Star Wars,
like-
so.
Released in 2011.
Okay, so
Yeah. When Minecraft came out, everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, what is this game? It's like insane. You could build and
I
destroy."
mean, and then you would go on YouTube, and then you would try to like
emulate
different things.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like I don't know, but I mean, Dan TDM was big.
I watched.
Yeah.
I didn't watch a lot of, or didn't do a lot with Minecraft, but I definitely watched Captain Sparkles,
Captain
who
Sparkles.
like did
yeah,
Minecraft
yeah.
for forever, and he was like that first big dude on YouTube that did that. And
I was always trying to get the mods. I remember that, but I could never get PCs, so it's like,
I remember when people would go into other people's worlds and they would just destroy everything.
oh yeah, the realms.
Like I'm
The
like, whoa,
realms.
bro. Like, why are you doing this?
Oh,
Like,
and as y'all two know, my DJing history, my favorite DJ at the time was y'all probably don't even know who this is, but it was Deadmau5, and Deadmau5
Oh,
was
God.
I've heard of the
connected
name.
directly to Minecraft because he played it all the time, and they basically like had like a partnering deal, and he would like have like a Minecraft, like in the game he had like his head like as one of the things you could buy.
That's funny.
That's when you know you've made it.
And he's
That's like
had and he's had realms and different things. So I was like really big into that.
Deadmau5 was like so long ago.
Yeah.
That was a long
I mean, he
time
still
ago.
makes music and
No,
stuff.
I know, but like,
Can you imagine though having yourself in a video game?
that'd be sick,
Bro.
Like what you're what you're known
but that's
for.
like that's like what people are with like Fortnite now.
True. That is
Yeah,
true.
true.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
characters and everything. Yeah, because they've had Spider-Man, they've had Thanos.
Well, not only that, but they have like they've had like people like Travis Scott. They've
Yep.
had people
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I mean, 2K kind of does it now. They have like Quavo and stuff like that. So people are being implemented into games. Like it's like it's happening. I don't see the NFL doing anything like that. Like I don't see Madden doing that.
They
Just
they,
because
I
it
think
would
they
be kind of
did,
hard.
didn't
no, they have they've thrown some superstars in there. I forget who it was, but they have like this new mode called The Yard where they put a bunch of celebrities and and you can play as them throughout the Yard. It's like an offline thing. Well, it's offline and online actually, but like Snoop Dogg's been in it.
Of course, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg's gonna be in
feel
like
like-
everything.
I was
That's
gonna
two
say, I feel like
straight-
he's been
That's
everywhere.
That's 2 straight episodes of Snoop Dogg appearances.
Hey man.
See, the man's everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we just,
D-O-double-G, man.
D-O-double-G. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. DJ Khaled, Lil and Snoop Dogg have all been in it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so
Me go.
there you
well,
go.
Understandable.
to switch over to Amanda's expertise. Not saying that you're not an expert at Minecraft. 'cause-
No, I get it. It's
just
because I'm a
saying.
woman.
No, it's definitely not.
Oh.
Definitely not.
I'll go there real fast.
I am awful at all video games, so
No,
I
me
just
too.
enjoy playing them and being awful at it.
I mean, is that not the point? That you just want to enjoy whatever you're doing?
No, I definitely want to win. Like I get the idea. Like I watch somebody on YouTube and I'm like, I can do that, and I go log on and I get
Cannot.
stomped on, and I'm just like, okay, I'm
Like
done.
Yeah.
Kevin is a very competitive person.
Oh, yeah.
It's
100%.
Very
sad. Even
competitive.
when I'm bad at things, I'm competitive.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's bad.
But that's good though. You
I mean,
know,
like,
that
it's
it's good, but it's
nature-
bad.
It's a positive trait. It's just that like when we have to tell him like, hey Kevin, you
You're
probably
not-
shouldn't do this,
you're not
and he
good.
doesn't listen.
And
Oh,
then
and
he
he just
does it.
decides
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
That's fun.
like I'm trying to look into getting into golfing, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be bad at it, but I'm going to want to be good at it.
it's a useful skill to have though.
but yeah, so
It's a great thing
Yeah.
to do, like whenever you're going on meetings with someone, like a business meeting.
Right.
it's actually
Going
ironic.
golfing?
It's actually ironic that you say that. Last thing before we get to our topics,
Yeah.
but it's ironic that you say that. So I was talking to my dad the other day, as I normally do, talk to my dad. And he was talking to one of his buddies that he works with. His son, I know it's a lot, but his son was working at like an internship for some job, like business wise, like straight out of college or whatever. So he's doing this internship, and some of the guys that like were higher ups and were working there asked him to go golfing with them. And literally the weekend, so that he went golfing with them on the weekend. The next week he was given a full-time job, and now he's making 6 figures.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So
That is
I
awesome.
told my dad, I was like, well, looks like I'm getting me a golf clubs.
Hey.
So
Exactly.
I need to be good at it, or at least decent.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But Cullen, it's Friday
Oh my! You know how long it's been since we've said that?
and it's a good day.
It's a damn good day.
All right, Kevin,
had to get that out.
Yeah, had
take
to.
us into
Got
it.
all the check marks and everything. We're good to go.
Yep.
Let's talk about some baseball. Who is the worst team in baseball?
Is this like a cold hard fact, or is this like a so far, or like come on, like I need parameters right now.
So,
Has it changed so far? Because we're roughly a little over 10 games into the season.
Yep.
Based
Yeah.
on what you first
Right.
thought going into the year, is it still the same team? Is
who
it
has
somebody different?
who has underperformed the most?
The Cincinnati Reds. Like, okay, so here's the thing about the Reds. They look like garbage, to put it nicely. But they also decided to trade Jesse Winker and didn't re-sign Nicholas Castellanos. So you've got a lot going on with the Reds and a lot of things that they're not doing right. So like they're exactly where they should be. But I just feel bad for Joey Votto to like still be stuck there and be at the bottom of the pile right now.
He's hilarious though.
Oh, I love him. That man, he like his Twitter bio was something along the lines of like, I send oof in text messages or something like that. I saw that and I said, wow, what a man.
I don't know if you saw it, but they had him mic'd up. It could have been like 4 or 5 games ago. And he was asking, I can't remember his name for I think it was the Braves, but I can't remember his name. Super helpful.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch it, so I wouldn't know.
So basically, he was on base with somebody who's playing first, and he asked him because he's mic'd up. He was like, see,
Matt.
Oh no, it was
Matt Olson.
No, it wasn't Olson. No, it was
he
Ozzy.
playing first?
I think it was Ozzy.
I think so.
Okay.
Ozzy Albies.
Yeah.
Yep, it was.
And he was asking him. He was like, I'm thinking about getting I'm thinking about getting a diamond. Like I think he said I'm thinking about getting like diamonds or something like that. Or like a grill or something
it was a grill.
like that. Yeah,
it was a grill.
And he was like, how do you think I would look? And he was laughing, and he was like, yeah, you should go for it. He's like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna. So he's a funny guy.
So so picking back off that, is Votto going to be a guy that's going to be a potential trade target for some teams at the deadline?
I don't think so. Well, I don't know. I don't want him to because I think he's always been. He is the Reds. But also, he doesn't have a World Series ring.
It's true.
I wouldn't be surprised if they send him to a contender if they don't start shaping up. Because if the Reds are still going to be at the bottom of the pile and they're going to be a bottom of the barrel team like all year, then like there's no point in keeping someone like Votto around as well as also like on your payroll.
Just to add to that, 37 run differential in the negative for the Cincinnati Reds.
Damn.
But
That's
it's also only been 2 weeks, so it's not like that's a lot that you can run with because like at the same rate Minnesota should have been like a top 25 team, but they're at the bottom of the of the American League Central.
True.
Right, it is early still.
So
yeah.
But I do have a question on the whole Joey Votto thing because I saw on Twitter or social media or something that the question was floating around: is Joey Votto a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done?
Yes.
I don't really have any argument for that.
I was going to say, I'm not sure. I'm
agree.
not sure I have an argument for that, but I don't think that like, because there's other people like Clayton Kershaw is one of those that like he has all the accolades. So like, of course he's going to go into the Hall of Fame when it's all said and done, and he'll probably be a first ballot kind of guy. But I don't think
he probably would have won, or he probably would have won in even without the ring.
Right. Like there's no way that the ring was what was keeping him out of the Hall of Fame.
He was first ballot regardless.
I think if you can make the argument that Chase Utley belongs in the Hall of Fame, then I think you can make the same argument that Joey Votto belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Strong opinion.
Thank you.
I mean,
yeah,
I get it.
Anthony, did you want to go real quick? Because I had something, but if you got something.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say on the flip side, because we just talked about, the bottom of the barrel, as you put it, who so far, and again, it's only been 10 to 12 games, so we don't want to put it too highly, but who's looked like the best team in Major League Baseball up to this
The
point?
Texas Rangers.
Wrong.
Exactly.
Incorrect.
Right? Come on now. 3-9. Let's go.
Let me stop you right there. Has anyone looked good? Is the real question.
Oh, that's
fair.
I mean,
fair.
I think personally, the Braves are highly underperforming.
I think I like the start that the Blue Jays are off to. I
Yeah.
also like the start that the Mets are off to, despite not having most of their pitching. So then, yeah, I'll stand by the Mets.
Okay.
Because they're 10-4 right now, but they don't have DeGrom, they don't have Scherzer, and they don't have Taijuan Walker. So you can't tell me that team is going to be, worse off when those three come back.
But didn't Scherzer pitch the other day?
Did he?
I think he did.
I'll check that real quick, but I don't because
But
I knew
you still don't have
right.
DeGrom, and DeGrom is like
I think he's on a restriction of some sort. But I could have sworn I saw him pitching the other day.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't follow the Mets very much.
That's fine. That's fine.
I don't think anybody follows the Mets that much.
Well, okay.
I do think the Blue
Yeah.
Jays are definitely a team to watch. I mean, they're very young, and
Yeah.
I think
they got some hitters.
Yeah, I think the Blue Jays have their window of opportunity now, considering that Jose Barrios started off to a kind of rough start, and he already he looks better, already now, which that's promising. It's also a team of you don't know the pitchers on maybe 3 pitchers on the Blue Jays. Everyone else is more or less a nobody, which says that they're young, they're cheap. And they're doing good in a very competitive American League East.
Yeah. I mean, they did a really good job because after they traded, what was it, Robbie Ray away, they really did a really nice job of filling up the pitching staff with more depth, more as compared to top-level talent. And I still think with, like, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Bo Bichette, not Donaldson because he traded away. The dude they got from Houston.
He's been gone for forever.
I'm trying to think of his name.
Is it the outfielder? Is it Teoscar Hernandez?
Teoscar is one of them. I'm thinking of the dude that came from the Astros.
Teoscar Hernandez also came from the Astros. Yes.
Okay, he did. All right.
You're talking to the Astros native here.
Like,
well,
exactly.
I'm thinking of the center fielder. I'm sorry, excuse me.
George Springer.
There it is.
When you're
That's
talking Astros, you go to Amanda first.
I know. Well, I was just clarifying my comments.
Well, you're out here telling me Teoscar Hernandez. You're trying to gaslight me?
No, I was confirming my report because I wasn't sure where he came from. That's why I was asking.
Yes.
Okay, we're good. I'm not disputing your knowledge here. I was confirming that.
I felt like I was being disputed, though.
No, I apologize if I made you feel that way.
Thank you. I
That's
appreciate it.
Yeah.
So what team do you think that you had high expectations for? And yes, it's only been 2 weeks. That you had high expectations for going into it that really haven't lived up to it.
I think that's an easy answer.
Yeah, because I was thinking one answer, but
I mean, let's just give a quick.
Round
I mean,
of applause.
we're just gonna take a moment for Tyler and Leighton to sob for a second.
Moment of silence for them, right?
Yeah, moment of silence for them because the Dodgers are underperforming to say the absolute least.
But they're still on top of the West.
They are.
How can you say that they're underperforming if they're on top of the West?
Because Amanda, we can only say that for so long because they're probably going to turn it around. But I need to do it while I have the chance. Okay,
that's fair.
That's very true.
No. I get that. I would 100%, given the opportunity to rip on Tyler for like 5 minutes over the Dodgers, I would 100% do it.
Don't come at Amanda.
I mean,
bro.
we know two.
Don't do it.
We know
I wake up every
Dodgers.
day.
We know two
and choose
Dodgers.
violence.
There's as many because Anthony.
All we can hear about is that they know the lineup 1 through 9.
That's so true.
I don't even know who.
Every trade.
We have Dodgers. We have more Dodgers fans here at the studio than we do Rangers fans, actually.
Because the Rangers.
Well, we don't know whose Anthony's hometown teams are.
I'm everywhere, man.
You mean like which teams, plural?
Yeah.
Where are you
plural.
from?
I'm everywhere.
No. Where are you from?
I'm from Texas. Grew up in North Carolina. Went to college in Atlanta. Well, I grew up really everywhere.
If you're smart, you say the Braves are your team.
I do say that.
Okay.
I do say that.
Good. As you should.
And then you could really go further and say, but I'm a Freddie Freeman fan, so that makes me a Dodgers.
No, you can be a fan of a person without being a fan of the team. I love Ken Giles, but I am not a fan of the Mariners.
That's fair.
I mean, I get called a band.
That's fair.
I get
That's
called.
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
I just love
That's
how
fair.
Amanda just said that and then turned straight to Cullen.
No, I know that was 100% a shot. Absolutely.
But your Mariners are doing pretty good.
They are.
They are.
Yeah, like they look good.
And I haven't been able to say
Ken
that.
Giles.
Right, exactly.
Was that a slight pause,
sweep
Amanda?
the Rangers, but
that also is not like that's not a high achievement.
it is for us. Rangers, it is.
See what the stoops that the Rangers fans have fell into. Like as a Mariners fan, we just accept
It
that
just
we've been
sucks because we
mediocre.
just.
He's trying to take shots above his weight class right now.
It's just. Look, the Rangers are cursed. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
And they just
Is it the
lost
new
their
stadium
pitcher,
though?
too.
Or
I mean,
what?
it's not a hitter's
Ooh.
ballpark.
Yeah.
But
For the
then
record,
again-
I do not remember the last time the Mariners are ahead of both the Astros and the Rangers.
Last
time.
They were last year. And
at what
in 2020 at the beginning of the season because there
Oh
was
yeah, that's right.
there was a particular thing that the standings spelled, and it was pretty funny. It was
Oh,
it
yeah.
was
I do
Oakland,
remember
Seattle,
that.
Houston, Angels, Texas.
Yep.
Yep.
That sounds fantastic.
Got it. Yep. I know what she's talking about. I do remember that. Still, it's not been
Cullen's
recent.
getting flashbacks right now.
Well, no,
like,
I'm just. Well, it's just like.
rolling replay through his head.
Well, again, the years all blend together.
You're just in a really bad spot because you haven't if they don't make the playoffs this year, then that drought is old enough to drink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
Sweet mother of peanut butter.
When you put it like that, I mean, that's that's.
I mean,
so
you were
depressing.
feeling good.
No, I mean, well, I knew it was a thing, but when you explain it in those terms, that the drought is old enough to drink legally.
Cullen?
Yeah.
Legally.
Hey, Cullen.
If the drought was a person sitting with us right now.
This man right here hasn't been alive long enough to see the Mariners in the playoffs.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Cullen, you might as well just leave the studio now, brother. I'm sorry, man.
My lord. You know what's the sad part? Because, like, you know, obviously with Seattle sports, like, the Mariners are our hope right now. And that's the state that they've been in for the past, like, 2 decades. And it's just... Kevin, you've never... Wow.
Cullen's having just...
Oh, my
He's
goodness.
in shock. I feel like a tear's going to fall from his eye.
I feel like I've walked in here and I've
You know what?
caused
No,
some
it's okay. I made fun of Teoscar Hernandez. I apologize. I get it 100%.
Nothing
I
no
can't.
more.
I mean, I'm waiting, but I mean, you did make fun of Jose Altuve last episode. So.
Did you
I did.
really?
I did.
He
Bro,
said,
I'm
he said,
not a fan.
He said, and I
I'm
quote, he is a disgrace to short kings everywhere.
I was
He
about to
is.
say, you
He
are
is.
barely taller than that man.
I know. Yeah, me and him probably look eye to eye.
I actually know he is shorter than
I
him.
am so
is.
glad we got
He
a man
He
on
is.
the show.
No, it's true. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of Jose Altuve.
Why?
I just his whole bravado and everything, like especially after the scandal come out, and like he's like, to me, he was like the face of it because of the whole like shirt covering thing when he was rounding home plate, and that just whole
What a tired take.
it is. Look, I'm sorry. I'm not a fan.
tired take.
Like Bregman. Fan of Bregman. Verlander's
Really?
one of the greatest. Yeah,
Really?
Bregman's one of the best third basemen.
Isn't Bregman one of the more hated players on the Astros?
He's one of the more vocal and more cocky of them. Like,
That's
like
why
the
I
thing
would
is,
think he's
the
the-
one that I don't understand is when people like Cullen, right, say that they don't like Jose Altuve because
I'm not.
it's not. I understand Correa. I understand Bregman. I understand Ken Giles amongst like everybody.
Right.
But I don't understand Altuve because he's never been out and brash. And it was just like that one comment. And then all of a sudden everyone's like, "Oh, we don't like him." And it's like, for what reason?
So my thing on Jose Altuve is back when I did play baseball, I played second. So my idol was Jose Altuve because I was short.
Way to suck it up to the guest, don't
Well, no, I mean serious.
This is a nice change of pace.
I mean, you're talking about somebody who, he's like 5'6", right?
He's 5'6", and I think they measure him in cleats.
Yeah, so he's 5'6", and he hits damn near 300 every year.
Yeah.
I have nothing against him as a player. Like he's obviously like a great second baseman. Again, just as he carries himself as a person, and especially watching him from a Mariners just eye lens, I'm just not a fan of him personally. Like Bregman's cool. Again, fan of Verlander, Greinke when he was with the Astros. I liked Greinke.
Yeah, love Greinke.
Again, just not a fan.
I don't
of
like
Altuve.
Gurriel, but
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
that
There are
one,
people in Houston that don't even like him, regardless of the Yu Darvish thing.
Yeah.
So I have my respect for him because he's been good for a long time.
Yeah.
And he's a very good infielder.
He was also on the Astros when they were that like really like garbage era and like when they were losing 111 games a season.
I mean, he's been good for a long time. So I always kind of keep a back pocket like love for Jose Altuve, but
yeah.
You know, I don't want to be brutally attacked on the street.
Again,
so I don't
listen,
go around
I'm going to
saying
be
it.
honest.
Right.
Like you, I mean, again, it was brought up. I said how I feel. I'm sticking by it. I don't listen. The Astros, they are what they are. They won their championship. They've dominated the division.
They really
You know what I'm really excited about? You know what I'm really,
hold
really...
on. You just
Wait.
I'm just saying.
I
'cause,
thought,
like,
why are you about to pick fights? Because I can bash you too.
I'm just saying.
I think there's a reason that Anthony hasn't declared a team right now
That's fair.
exactly
because we are currently going at each other's throats for everybody's team.
Yeah.
which is fair.
The Yankees and the letter, that's gonna be like released in like the next week or so. The letter that's gonna cause irreparable damages that will probably show that the like rest of the league had just about of a problem as the Astros did.
Yeah. I mean, hey, listen.
I guess I haven't heard of this.
Have you really?
I don't think
No,
I
I
have.
have.
Oh my
I've
gosh.
heard of it. I have.
It like went through
Yeah.
like it's like gone through multiple courts and like sent for appeals and all this other stuff. And Manfred's like, no, we can't show the letter because of whatever reason.
Nobody here likes Manfred.
Exactly. And so
Yeah.
then the Yankees like went off and were like, no, we can't open this letter. But everyone else is like, we should open the letter because it's going to show like a bunch of problems.
Why do the Yankees have it?
Because the problem is centered around the Yankees.
Okay.
It's the Yankees are hiding whatever is in this letter because this is going to cause irreparable damages to their team.
Yeah.
Okay. But not
And-
the rest of baseball?
Not the rest of baseball, but it's going to show that the problem that the Astros had is not just an Astros problem.
Well, I think
yeah.
anybody who's been following baseball for a long time knows that the Astros are not the only ones
No,
that
but
Yeah,
this
that's
is going to
cheap.
be proof.
Yeah.
This is going to be cold hard proof
that the Yankees are
also a problem in some capacity, whether it be steroids or cheating or whatever the heck.
The thing
so like, what is it gonna do then?
I don't. That's the thing. I don't know. It's gonna happen in a week, and I'm just excited for it.
Yeah, because the content's like the exact. I think what you're like the exact specific details are not unknown yet, or are unknown.
Are not. Yes, are still unknown.
Yes, and once those come out, rumor has it that it could be very detrimental to not only the Yankees organization,
but like baseball as a whole. And Brian Cashman, the GM of the Yankees, was like, "Oh, we're just disappointed that the courts didn't do like whatever to uphold this."
And he does not want that out then.
Exactly. So, but it's supposed to be out in the next week or so, and I'm very excited.
So we're talking about the team that spends the most money year in, year out on teams that can't win.
Right. That also keeps yelling about 27 rings, but like also hasn't made a World Series appearance since 2009.
Pretty safe to say the Lakers of the baseball.
Because we talked about that. Yeah. I remember when that comment came out, we were all just laughing about it because it was ridiculous. It was absolutely insane that Cashman, the man with arguably the largest pockets, excuse me.
Yeah.
And
now Cohen's gonna give him a run for his money.
I like Cohen though. I know a lot of people don't like him. I like him because he's changed baseball a little bit in the aspect of, hey, spend money, make a good team.
I like how there is now a Cohen tax.
I like that.
I think that's hilarious.
I like that.
That is funny.
But
so like does a second U.S. Court of Appeal deny the New York Yankees request and letters? Does that do anything? Or
that is what's putting everything into action.
Okay.
So the Yankees were like, we shouldn't have to unseal this letter, and then this second Court of Appeals was like, nah, chief.
You got to do it.
We're doing
this. Sucks. Yeah. You got it. Yeah.
All right.
So a whole can of worms are going to be opening up, basically.
I live for chaos on any capacity.
Well, this will be it.
So
Facts.
I mean,
I'm ready for
this will be it, to say the least. I mean, not to switch, sports or anything, but Washington could also be in a whole world of trouble soon too. So.
I saw that too.
We'll see what happens with that whole thing as well.
Absolutely.
But staying on baseball. Did you see the Luke Voigt slide?
Yes.
Slide, if that's what we're calling it.
I am conflicted. I talked to my dad about it, and he was like, yeah, it doesn't look like it was inherently dirty. It was like the guy was kind of in the base pass, so like also it's like all like that's just kind of how that goes. But like also as someone who played catcher and almost decked a girl for like just reaching her elbow out to hit me when I was clearly not in the base path, like I kind of hate Luke Voigt for this, which is unfortunate because I really like the Padres sometimes. But like sometimes they're like every fifth day when Joe Musgrove starts, I love the Padres. On those other days, I don't really care about them. But I don't know.
It is conflicting because I played catcher as well, and I've had my fair share of getting knocked over and losing the ball and keeping the ball.
Yeah. Did he had the ball already? Didn't he?
Yeah, he had the ball, and it was an obvious tag.
Why'd you need to grab his head like that?
Yeah, that's my thing.
I think it's just a collision, but I think what's making it so bad and so dirty is the fact that Voigt put his hands on whatever his face is.
Here's the picture right here. Yeah.
Yanked him, which sucks. Mm-hmm. It's not as bad as when Jake Marisnick took out Jonathan Lucroy a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But this one is still up there in terms of like this is not good.
No. But I can tell you something that's worse. It's local too. Weatherford College pitcher. I don't even know his name, but
Owen. It's like Owen Wedgwood or something like that. That's not exactly it, but
I don't think he goes to school anymore. So
no.
I don't really know any other way to put it, but he basically put a linebacker move on a dude rounding third. I'm sure anybody who is listening has already seen this.
Man's like 6'3", 195 pounds, absolutely leveling this poor guy.
I mean, if it was football, I would praise him because it was like, dude, good stuff, man.
He was suspended 4 games.
That's it?
Suspended 4 games for brutal tackle, but other team punished far worse.
What?
Owen Woodward is off the baseball team for tackling a batter as he rounded the bases, but he at least appears to have given the team 2 free wins in the process. North Texas Junior College Athletic Conference announced a 4-game suspension for Woodward on Thursday. The conference suspended many more than just Woodward, though, starting with the player he tackled.
Oh, wait, this has more stuff that I don't know
So there's
yet.
background to this.
North
Yeah.
Texas first baseman Josh Phillips, who hit the home run that set off, was reportedly suspended 2 games for quote-unquote taunting.
How was he
Umpires.
taunting?
Yeah, you could
Shouting
definitely see the
expletives.
video.
Shouting expletives at Woodward.
Because if you look at, because if you watch the video,
Yeah.
like
That was
all
the-
the way through, you can definitely see. Like,
See, this
he's
is
so-
looking at
This
him.
is social media, ladies and gentlemen.
That was the second time that he mouthed off during that same game, is what this is
at
saying.
the
Yeah.
pitcher.
Now,
No, just in general.
Oh,
yeah, and for the record, he is off the team. The head coach came out and said like he's off the team.
Yeah,
so the
the
suspension
one
doesn't
who-
even
I would
matter.
imagine.
Woodward,
The one who
the
actually
guy
tackled.
that leveled. Yeah,
that makes
Well,
sense.
'cause,
Yeah, that
like,
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's no.
I mean, I get it getting cussed at. Now, I don't know if he was like to what
Whoa.
extent the expletives were.
So
like,
the
No,
game,
yeah.
like I don't know how vulgar they were.
the game was suspended after the incident and has reported been
imagine.
ruled a forfeit for both teams.
Okay.
If NCTC does not have enough players for its next 2 games, it will also have to forfeit those as well. This is
That's
good for the
wild.
opponents in those next 2 games. Weatherford.
Yeah, because it was a split series. It was 2 at Weatherford and then
Interesting.
2 in Gainesville. I saw
Interesting.
that. It was
Yeah.
wild. The other thing was I had gone on to read something about how like Weatherford's pitcher, apparently he's never been like that. He's not really a confrontational guy, and it was just whatever this kid was saying, just decided that this is it. I'm gonna go lay this man out.
See, this has me wondering if there was some discussion, like some DMs behind the scenes.
There's definitely some bad blood.
There's
before this all
there
happened.
Yeah.
there has got to be some bad blood
And
behind
the other
this.
thing that I didn't understand, and I guess I understand more now, is there wasn't a bat flip when the ball was hit.
I gotta
He-
know what he
No,
was
there
saying.
wasn't. Yeah.
It was
there
super
wasn't.
respectful in terms of home run etiquette. It wasn't like there was a bat flip. It wasn't like he just like flaunted anything. He puts the bat down.
See, the problem is when he's rounding first, we can't see what he's doing, and I bet you that's the.
Right, because
I'm
you can see
guaranteeing you
he's
that's
looking
when
over there.
I'm guaranteeing you, as he's running to first, that's when he's saying whatever he's saying. But the
Yeah.
camera shifts, so you
Yeah.
can't see it.
If
Right.
you listen to the commentary, the guy's like, "Whoa."
Yeah, he has a
Oh,
horrible
no.
bad
I was
reaction.
like, dude.
Yeah.
I was
It's a
like,
bad
please,
reaction.
you're doing us all an injustice.
So as a play, this brings up a question.
Sure.
As a play-by-play person, what would you have said?
That's a good
that's
question.
like one of those things where it's like you gotta watch it as it happens,
Stupid
and then you gotta
ads.
know you gotta know what to do, because it's one of those things where it's like it's not hockey, so I shouldn't call the fight, but also if this is me, I'm 100% gonna go, oh, and he's gonna level that guy and just like lay him out, just call the fight as it happens. But also it's like we're not supposed to do that, so like I probably shouldn't.
I mean, I would.
I mean, I would
I
be-
don't
You
care
gotta
what
take
sport.
advantage of it, because what are the
Yeah,
odds that
exactly.
ever happens when you're in college?
Be like, listen to
very
my
true.
reel. There was a fight in between it. But
Exactly.
I thought you did baseball. I do.
I do.
So
do.
there is a
But there's a
long,
tackle in it.
The
Yeah.
one,
There's
the
a-
one.
there's a longer video. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but there
Oh.
is a longer video.
Oh,
so
yeah,
so
that's
this
the-
so this
oh.
shows him. So this eventually he'll come around. He's just looking. He's got his head down and everything, and he just decides to make the bolt.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That's what we
That's-
saw. On,
Well,
yeah.
it's interesting about this video
Does it go
personally.
What's the
past
ref doing, bro?
The
He's
ump,
just
yeah.
staring at
watching.
him.
He's just standing
He
there.
just- they're like-
well, because we just read that he was like saying like, "Oh, you can't be mouthing off. Like you shouldn't do that."
Yeah,
because
so
I
he's
know
pointing to
I've
him.
watched
Yep.
I've watched my friends that play baseball. I've watched my boyfriend that plays baseball still. Like they all get into it, and then someone makes a comment about somebody's girlfriend,
I mean-
and then all of a sudden it's like,
I've seen,
You know-
I've seen brawls. I've seen, I know baseball can get very, verbal. I
Sure.
know all that. Like, I get that. I've never seen a pitcher lay somebody out.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I mean, this definitely
Well,
stands
especially
against
that's
the,
not like it's not a two-sided thing. This one seemed like we all said, it seemed unprovoked. Normally it's Bryce Harper approaching Hunter Strickland and then Bryce Harper getting his butt whooped. Same thing with Nolan Ryan and Ventura.
Yeah.
Like it's the same concept of people are charging, and so
But I don't.
No,
there
but,
was no charge here.
I definitely saw. Like, if you look at it again, you got to look really closely. You look at the ump or the ref in the middle.
Yeah.
The
As he's running, as he's running bases, he's
Yeah.
pointing at the guy.
No, he is.
Like,
Yeah.
what are you
Yeah.
saying? Like, stop saying that. You can't say that. And then I get it.
I just
Everyone
want to
has a
know
breaking
what
point.
he was saying.
Yeah,
Oh, me too.
because nothing started as he's rounding second base, but as he's getting between second and third, that's
Then
when the umpire's
stuff, yeah.
saying something,
Yeah.
and that's when the whole pitcher's like,
Just he drops his glove and he's like,
Yeah.
this is what I'm doing now, and he
Yeah.
just goes for it.
Damn.
The only other thing that I can think of that's been anywhere remotely close to it is there was a foul ball that was hit into a truck and shattered a truck's window while I was on air, and I just watched it happen, and I went, and then I was like, I probably should not have gasped like that. But that's like in terms of interesting and
Did you
like
say?
big call.
Did you say I probably shouldn't have gasped like that on air
No,
too?
no.
or-
After, once I realized I
Right.
did it, I like put my hand in front of my mic and I was like, and then I muted myself and I was like, why do I talk?
Because they pay me.
Yeah.
That's why.
So
wild.
so kind of leading into, we just kind of did like a live investigation of that whole thing.
a little bit.
Dun, dun, dun.
I
Coming
mean,
for John Boy Media.
we need some
game.
we need some DMs released between those two. I'm guarantee you somebody.
Honestly, that's probably what's gonna like everyone's gonna keep digging for it, and that's how social media works. If nothing else, it's gonna be a girlfriend who got Snoopy and took screenshots and sent it to herself, and then all of a sudden her friends know, and then that's how everyone finds out eventually.
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
It's just run of the mill.
I mean, you know how
You
I
know
mean,
how
we
Twitter
can't speak
gets.
on that from personal experience.
I mean, we
but
always
yeah.
we always see tweets are like, I'm gonna take you 450 dead center. I mean, he actually kind of. I mean, not
Yeah,
450,
I mean,
obviously
but
not
like-
450, but like
I mean,
Like, I'm gonna go after you.
he
Okay.
kind of like
He kind of did.
did take him yards.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm about to say, yeah, took him to dead center. All right.
He said if you hit this home
Yeah.
run, when you get past second base and you're on your way to home,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
deck you.
You know what?
I'm gonna go head first and tackle you to the ground.
Cullen-
One way or another, you're not making it to home.
Cullen-
Exactly. You're not making it home. I don't care.
Cullen, what did we say that one time whenever Jimmy Butler and Coach Spo were getting into it, we were like, they were talking about dinner plans, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they were just talking about dinner
Yeah.
plans. And
Joey-
they just had a difference
Exactly.
on dinner plans.
Yeah.
Joey Votto got into something recently, going back to him, I guess, and it was someone was like, "What happened? What was said?" And he asked me what my name was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did see that. That was not too recent or not too long ago.
ago.
Yeah.
They were probably talking about their favorite baseball snacks. You know.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Nachos.
I've seen that too.
But keeping it on college, what would you say? I mean, as UNT is playing right now, I don't know
Sure.
if they're winning right now or not, but they did win the first game of
Oh
the
wait,
day.
they're tied.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 4-4.
All right.
Nice.
Good
Neck
stuff.
and neck.
What inning is it?
Bottom 3.
Bottom
All
of
right.
the
Good
third.
stuff. So what would you say compared to? I know that the softball team had a very good year last year.
Sure.
Coming out of that year and where they are sitting right now, would you say that they have done better or a little bit not to where you thought they were going to be?
I think I am learning that I need to take it all. I need to approach it at a different angle because I'm thinking that they are not doing nearly as good as they did last year. However, they lost Hope Trotwine, who is currently the best pitcher in the nation. So when you lose the best pitcher in the nation, it's
To the number one team.
right to the best team in the nation. It's kind of hard to like say that we're still going to be exactly the same as we were last year. I
That's
think
very
we're
true.
I think we're good. I think we're doing really good. I think it's frustrating that you're putting this really, really young team up against Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, and Texas and expecting, phenomenal results. But I think in terms of like conference play, they're doing pretty good. The only like snafu they've had like this entire season has been they lost to La Tech, and that's the first conference series loss they've had in like 2 years. I think it's kind of rough that you only got 2 pitchers though. Like if you really want to
Yeah.
like dissect that one,
Right.
Like, yeah, guys, why we got 2 pitches? Like,
Right.
come on, we could have had 3, but
you're
no.
gonna have arms falling off like by the end of the season. Like the frustrating thing is that we were projected to be the number 2 team overall in terms of in conference and in the division that we're in, which is good because that means we should be doing good rolling into the conference tournament, especially considering we're hosting the conference tournament. How are you supposed to play 4 games in a matter of like 3 days with 2 pitchers?
It
Yeah,
is
some
kinda
arms are
tough.
coming off. Like, you're gonna have to ice your arms in an ice bucket.
You gonna have noodles for arms.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you should try to go pitch for them.
Wrong.
Go ahead, ball
I don't-
player.
I don't know what your pitching background is like.
Terrible. I get nervous throwing batting practice to baseball players that haven't played in like 6 years. That's
Okay.
how not good it is.
Hey.
He offered a suggestion. Yeah,
Look,
I don't think she's going
what
for
can
it.
you do?
Look, I mean, they've already had one position player pitch this year, so like honestly,
How did that go?
she does pretty good. She didn't do good today, but also it's Kansas, so I'm not
Right.
expecting the world out of her.
That's true. It is Kansas.
But like, she did okay. I could go out there and try to pitch lefty and then
See what happens.
yeah.
Right.
What's worse than like having one of the girls on the team? I don't want to like rip on her like a lot, so I'm not gonna say her name. But like, because she's super nice, her whip is infinity, is just an infinity symbol on the website.
That's nice.
Girly
Like-
Pop's got a
Actually?
yeah, like her whip is not, because she gave up like 5 runs without recording an out, and that was her only appearance this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
so, yeah.
Make it very clear that we are not the ones calling out the softball players. So
Nope.
if anybody wants to come on the Fools on Stools podcast, you are more than welcome. We will
Absolutely.
not. We will not come at your throat because you are better than us
Feel
at,
free.
at everything.
No.
Yeah.
No. Do you not see that?
No, I mean, no, that's insane.
That is 100%
Like,
a little infinity symbol.
It's
Yeah.
there?
It is.
It is.
Somebody needs to
It
be.
is right there.
Somebody needs to.
Sorry, I don't know if you could see that all the way. That
Oh, it is there.
Somebody
Wow.
definitely
Yeah.
needs to be talked to on that because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's.
But also,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
she's a freshman, and
Oh,
it is
well,
what it is.
Okay.
Freshman, Kevin,
Right.
you should know that really well.
freshman, I don't know a freshman. No, first year. So
You know a freshman, Cullen,
it's
right?
different.
I do.
I know a freshman too.
Oh, there we go.
It's different.
He's the.
I think it's the same freshman.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think he's your boss.
Well, that's crazy.
Both of y'all.
I don't know.
no.
Pulling the boss card. Oh
Yeah,
no.
I mean, I've
Oh,
run
no.
out.
Suit and tie.
I've run out of everything. So what can
I
I,
mean,
say?
Yeah.
He said, I can't get ripped on by this girl like 4 times.
He does
I'm-
say, hello and welcome to the Fools on Stools podcast, right? My name is
Yeah, co-stars, right?
Co-stars.
Co-stars.
A
Right.
trio.
And our esteemed guest. And
Okay.
here's just boss card.
Are
So I've ripped on you.
Yeah, that's
I've
fair.
ripped on Kevin. Have I ripped on Anthony yet?
You rip on me at work.
I do, but have I ripped on you here?
It needs
Not-
to be recorded. Is
Not
what
yet.
you're saying.
Not yet.
I mean,
I don't think so.
we're running out of time. So
I'll figure something
I
out
mean,
later.
we got hour 2.
I'll figure something
I
out.
mean, you're more than welcome to come back
Yeah.
on.
I mean, if she wants to come for hour 2, then
It is
then
true.
we got
You're-
some stuff.
Yeah,
I'll figure
'Cause
something out.
We're gonna be watching baseball all year, so we're gonna need some.
Oh, yeah.
insight.
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
And especially with conference play about to kick off for the softball team, we're gonna need some insight on what's going on.
Sure.
It's gonna be huge.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be because we've
That's
done
the
it.
plan.
Men's basketball, we've done. We just need insight for all the
Women's
UNC
basketball,
schools.
too, a
Women's
degree.
basketball too. Yeah, so we've had insiders for all the teams. So
We just
you're our UNC softball insider.
I try. I do try.
we'll present you the contract after.
Yep.
we are
Yeah.
done.
there
Solid.
we go.
Yeah.
Solid. Thanks.
Because
Yeah.
we totally do that. Like we're professional.
Yeah. I got a contract and everything. Got to
Yeah.
sign my life away. It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Just
I'm about to say
Tyler.
we could pay her, but we can't pay to get some AC in this room.
Nope.
Oof.
No.
Just saying.
I'm chilling.
Musty,
sweating.
dusty
You're
locker
We can
room.
pay for Febreze.
There you go.
Pay for Febreze.
Oh,
Well, Amanda, thank you for coming on to the show. We appreciate you for coming on. Hopefully you want to come back and rag on us a little bit more. Maybe my Rangers will. No, they'll just be worse. It's fine. It's fine. But thank you for coming on.
Yes,
and,
thank you.
And we will see y'all in a little bit foolish. 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 Y'all in a little bit foolish.